Oh, hey Vaughn. I'm just sitting up for the show. What are you doing with that?
Let's rock.
Hey rock stars, Vaughn here, and welcome to this week's episode of V2, which is co-hosted with the lovely, wonderful, super charming, flesh and blood Vaineguardiette.
Hi!
And as we may have witnessed in last week's episode, people have a tendency to do dumb shit on the internet. So, speaking of dumb shit, I figured that I would look no further than Facebook here. Dude, no one can understand a word you're saying. Okay, he says, my name is Vane and I like to wear women's lingerie. Yeah, we know. Only days that end in Y at the hobo brothel. Anyway, so as I was saying, I figured that we would look no further than Facebook to find some dumb shit that people not named Vaineguardiette have done on the internet. So, I found this little gem, on which various users contemplate why they are still single. So we start out with this little gem in which this guy, who shall remain anonymous for the sake of his dignity, says, what's worse than a male chauvinistic pig? A woman who doesn't do what she's told. Well, as far as I'm concerned, little girls ask permission, grown women inform. However, I'm going to put the question to you. So, Vaineguardiette, what's worse than a woman that doesn't do what she's told?
That guy. Right there.
Good answer. I think he agrees with me, right?
That's 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah. One for me, one for him. Yeah, I know. This next one comes from a guy named Rick, and he says, why can't women drive? There's no road from the kitchen to the bedroom. Well, perhaps we should put that out there again. You know, why can't men drive? Because as far as I'm concerned, they can. But it's just people crazy. That's what they drive.
Yeah.
I think that's what he does.
Yeah.
So after that is another one here that comes from another guy who shall remain nameless for, again, the sake of his dignity. He says, what do you call a female with more than 2 brain cells?
Pregnant.
Well, naturally, as women, we disagree with that. So let's rephrase the question there. What do you call a man with more than 2 brain cells?
Not him.
Again, another 2 thumbs way up, right, Vane? Right. So then there's this next one here that says, what do you call a woman who has lost 95% of her intelligence? Divorced. Well, I think that seems a little bit sexist. I'm going to go out on a limb here. So,
Just a little.
what do you call a man who has lost 95% of his intelligence?
You mean they found it?
His? No, that's a marvel that I don't think they'll ever understand. But there's one more here that I would like to point out that I found somewhere in the bowels of the internet. A man hits a wife with his car. Whose fault is it? The man's, because he shouldn't be driving in the kitchen. Well, you know, that reminds me of one time that I once ran into my ex, and so I put it in reverse and hit him again. Whose fault is that?
His. He was in the way.
Yeah, again, another 2 thumbs up. One for me, one for him.
You fucking bitch!
What was that? I'm awesome? Yeah, I know. Put my face on the pillow while you watch what happens. So, admittedly, there is something that has come up, and the reason that we were talking about this is because this is something that Commander Vaughn recently experienced on a personal level. Is I'm going to put a screen cap on this screen with his picture, of course, details all blanked out, so again, we save his dignity. But a friend of mine recently made a comment on social media about the fact that he was really depressed that he was single, and he says, to paraphrase what you see on the screen in front of you, that he's surprised that he is not mass murdering or raping women. And that kind of struck a chord with me, because this is the same guy who came to me asking why he had not had any luck on any of his online dating sites.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, for once I agree with that. So, yeah, for once there's something we can all agree on here, I think, is that that's pretty messed up.
Victory high five!
Yes! I'd high five you too, but oh hey! It works for me.
It works for me.
Best head you've ever gotten in your life. Anyway, so what happened next was I said to this friend of mine, okay, so why don't you send me someone who has been successful in this venture, a copy of your profile, so I can, help spruce it up for you, maybe see what's going on. So when I took a look at what he sent me, I was appalled is really an understatement here. I would have to go with I was somewhere between horrified and scared shitless and wanting to head for the hills, or all of the above, whatever that put together is what I thought when I saw this. Because yeah, the opener seems pretty sweet and innocuous, I'm not a robot, don't be afraid to approach me, before segueing into, however, if you would like to have your heart broken and be turned into a potential lesbian, to paraphrase, first of all, that is offensive on so many levels.
That's so many.
And on top of that, he follows this with a Cliff Notes version of himself, followed by, if you're going to judge me based on body type, then you better take a look in the mirror, because you're not God's gift to men, your damn self.
That guy is really stupid.
Yeah, kind of like someone else I know. But anyway, I'm just sitting there scratching my head, really, because at this point I don't know what can be said to help this guy. I mean, I get that he's discouraged, but at the same time, it's not that. It's like, have you ever stopped to consider for a moment that maybe the reason you're having trouble attracting women is because you are a misogynist and have made several offensive comments over social media? Now, this guy is a writer like me, and if you think about it, the consequences of being a dumb shit on the internet are so far-reaching that if a publisher ever traced that back to him, his career would be over before it even started. So, the whole point of this is, don't be a dipshit on social media, because anyone can see what you post. Your dad, your mom, your clergyman, your teacher, your sociopath, crazy next door neighbor who just so happens to have a sock fetish, I don't know. But you have no idea who is looking, and that's why you have to not be a dumbass on social media. To be fair, however, because my name is not Anita Sarkeesian, I would just like to point out to all of our male viewers that, yes, there are women who do and say dumb shit like this online, too. But it's kind of like, it's one of those things like, when I go and I log into Wizard 101 every day, like, is PETA gonna come banging down my door because I'm killing pixelated mythical creatures? I mean, what does that say about those thousands of Neopets accounts that get abandoned every year? I mean, come on, what do you have to say about that?
Fossil Neos.
Fossil Neos? That should totally be a thing. It's
It should totally be a thing.
It's like Neopets 3.0, the fossilized version. I think
Miss your old pets, bring them back.
I think it's kind of scary that, the top question in their FAQs is, does my Neopet die if I don't feed it?
Well, in real life terms, if you don't feed a fucking pet, it's gonna die.
Yeah, see, so generally speaking, if you don't feed things, they die. That's another thing about this show, is that basically the message every episode, no matter the content, is the same. Don't be an idiot, especially not on social media.
You are an idiot.
No one cares, okay?
Not really.
Besides, I'm cuter and I'm smarter anyway.
But you're just like him.
but better.
Only better.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree with that. Thank you so much for the compliment. And might I say that you are very charming yourself. So, the point of this all, guys, is that, don't be an idiot on social media. If there's anything you guys take away from this today, it's that you need to not be a tool, especially when it comes to the delicate and often futile endeavor of falling in love. Speaking of falling... Should I? Yep.
Bye.
Well, that's a wrap for this time, folks. And we will see you on the next episode of V2. Take care, and as always, you rock!
Victory high five!
Yeah!
Oh darn, look at the time! We have to go. The YouPorn casting crew is gonna be here soon.
Oh shit!
Let's go!
Better get out of here. Watch out, it's cold.
Behind the scenes. Oh, shit!
I'm sorry.
I feel like towel.
Towel, hang on.
I mean that much.
It works.
God damn it. Get this right, God. Okay.
Give my hair that extra special fucked up look.
Yep. Alright.
See, this is the level of production that goes into this shit. We have a makeup chair now.
Yep.
Except you gotta be duct taped to it.
Yep. Okay, well, let's see how weird we can make it look.
Yep. Go,
Okay.
Just run your hands
go
through
full on hobo brothel.
Yeah, run your hands
No.
through it and go like this.
Yeah, no hobo brothel, but
Yeah.
that will still be very amusing to me.
I don't know, it's pretty fucky now.
Whee!
That duct tape ain't coming off on the back either, is it? Okay. That was actually not so bad.
How are you feeling?
Good. But, well, I was gonna hit the wall, but holy shit. Can't get out of this crap. I'm just gonna sleep right here. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm sleeping here.
Yep, good.
Not too bad.
Means I got this whole couch to
Oh
myself.
my god. The chair's coming with me here. Fuck.
You think we should untie him? Or maybe not
I
yet?
got it.
I don't know, I'm kind of fond of the idea of having this whole casting couch to myself here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but the thing about having a full couch is YouPorn.
Yeah, we didn't do that joke
You think
either.
this isn't you porn?
No.
Fuck.
Damn it! Next room over.